Hey, how are you guys doing? Want to make a video here on American Airlines. This can be ticker symbol AAL. Now, American Airlines, like the entire airline industry, has been under some turmoil for the greater part of this year. But if we take this out even further, let's say we look here at a 3-year chart. So this can be a weekly time frame. You can see our high was around $60 a share, and that was in the early stage of 2018. And then we've been trending down ever since. And then we finally broke down here in February, and now we're trading around $9.50 a share. But with that being said, does this leave room for potential coming out of this? Is American Airlines going to be stronger than it was before? It is the company as a whole is planning on laying off a lot of employees when the federal money runs out at the end of September. So this could lead to some serious reconstruction of the company as a whole and maybe produce a better company than it was before. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and look here at the technical side of American Airlines. All right, now I have the 6-month, 4-hour time frame up on the screen. And what I'm looking at specifically is the fact that we are sitting right here on this support. And are we going to break down and make new lows, or are we once again going to find some support similar to what we have done back in here towards the early stages of April? Are we going to find that support and those buyers step in and push this price back up? Now, I do want to mention that there is probably going to be a large resistance here around the $10 price point. So if we just look at the $10 price point, as we move down, initially we set our low down here around $10. We actually broke through, but it was down around $10. Then we saw a nice big swing up towards 16. The next time we came down, we tried to hold $10 and we broke down and we set these lows in the upper 8s. So that's where I have this support line drawn in, is right around those upper 8s, low 9s. This was actually set in after hours trading. So I like to look at the trading that happened during the day, during the normal trading session, to set my support line there. But as we moved forward, we consolidated down and we compressed down, and then we saw a nice pop off that $10 price point as it held, and then we broke back down just a few days after that big pop, and we have sold back down through it. So really, what I want to see as we move forward is the momentum continue to push us above $10 a share. I think that is going to be very important, or a very important resistance to break through and close above and maintain above to really see confidence and consolidation occur here in American Airlines. Now, if we move on higher than that, a big resistance that I'm going to look at is going to be right around these lower 13s. We'll call it right around 1330, up here to 1337. But as you can see, if we move this back out a little bit, that is what acted as a top, not once but twice, or you could even call it 3 times. But again, this is going to be an after hours trading. But 3 times you can see up here that we were not able to make it above those lower 13. So again, if we were able to push up, break through $10 a share, and then hopefully break above these moving averages, allow them to flatten out a little bit. That's really what I'm wanting to see with the consolidation. As we've seen here over the past, say, 2 months, the price has been very volatile, swinging up and down, and we really haven't gained any sort of consolidation. So I'd like to see the price hold. No sellers stepping in after these big moves. I think that would suggest that we are looking to see a positive growth to the upside, and as we move up, those short sellers are going to get squeezed out and further help to push the price higher. But again, 1330 is going to be that level that I'm looking at here as a larger resistance, and then up here around $16 per share would be the next resistance. Now, a move from $9 all the way up to $16 a share I don't think is going to realistically happen within, say, the next week or even month per se, as the airline is really still struggling just as much now as it was at the beginning of this crisis. But again, if we see consistent growth and movement of the stock price to the upside, we could move through some of these levels pretty quickly. Now, if we look here at the hourly time frame, we can look at some more short-term support and resistance levels. Now, just looking at today, as we look at the more close current price, I would say that $9.70 is going to be a resistance that we want to see a break and then hold above. So really anywhere between $9.70 and $10 a share is probably going to be a resistance. And I think the fact that after hours that we pushed up, and even the close today, the fact that we pushed up is a good sign that buyers are stepping in. As we move up along from that, I'm looking here closer to the upper 10s, around $10.75. You can see we had it as a support back here again in late April, and then it acted as a resistance as we broke down below it. And then one last time as we saw that nice pop up towards the 15 or 1330s up to 1340. We broke back down, and where did we hold? Right about 1075, and then we broke down from there. So as we move forward, I'd like to see 970 us break through 970, and then $10 a share if we can, gaining some sort of consolidation, and then moving on closer towards 975. Again, there's some trading in here, and I'm sure that there are some holders that are holding down this slide. So that is one thing to keep in mind, is if American Airlines starts to trend higher, you're going to have bag holders that are just wanting to get out of the stock, that are going to keep the price suppressed, especially when you see these big runs to the upside. So just keep that in mind, and just be knowledgeable of what is going on in the globe or around the globe as a whole prior to making any sort of trade. So that way you have the best plan in place possible with your own risk tolerance, for you to make money. I hope you found this video helpful, and that these levels maybe are levels that you hadn't seen in your own chart analysis, or just hearing it from another trader is beneficial to you. Again, I would be very careful if you are trading American Airlines. This thing could quickly turn south and break back through that $9 price point and lead to new lows. The reason that I am mentioning there to be potential is because of the support that we're seeing on this longer term time frame around the 4-hour time frame here, is the fact that we're trading right down here around the $950 price point. As we are approaching the $10 price point, this could offer good risk reward if you're wanting to carry it to the low 13s, or even up here towards 16 if it has the stamina to make it up that high. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.